because of globalization, because of internet and every, now world has become a global village and many things have changed. So we will be discussing all this with our counterpart Umair Irfan, who is also from a South Asian country, Pakistan, and is currently living in United Kingdom since 2 years. So Umair Irfan is a businessman from Lahore, Pakistan, and he has his main businesses in Lahore, in Pakistan, and also in United Kingdom. But he is also a member of various organizations like International Multicultural Network in Azerbaijan, where I happened to meet him on through online, and he has traveled a lot. There are many other experience also, like he has attended workshop in Australia. So, Umair, you are most welcome to our organization since it is the first time that you have joined us. So, I, on behalf of our CEO, Dr. Nikki Depina, welcome you. Tell us a little bit more about your details.
Thank you very much, Shahnaz. It's pleasure to be part of this wonderful organization. And definitely, it's our very first interaction, but I hope to go like for really long time with you guys. You have already given a smart brief introduction about me. I'm an entrepreneur living in United Kingdom from last 2.5 years. Uh, Also part of international multicultural organizations in Australia and in Azerbaijan as well. And as far as your topic is concerned, the diaspora of Southeast countries, uh, I have experienced many things, and I would love to share my experience through this session the moment it goes on. So I would love to share my experience because my experience is the most recent, which I am having from last 2.5 years. So I would love to be part of this discussion.
So, the first question which I want to ask you, as a South Asian person from a developing country, what was your first experience of United Kingdom?
Um, when because before United Kingdom, I have been to many countries, including United States, Australia, Middle East, UAE, and other countries. So uh, it wasn't like a wow factor for me for United Kingdom, categorically mentioning. Um, but if I tell you the basic difference in between Pakistani civilization and the UK civilization is the discipline which I experienced in the very first hand. Although from the city I belong, Lahore is very well developed. It's one of the most beautiful and lovely city in my country. But I'm just talking about uh, the strict rules and regulation, traffic rules, the way they have developed the colonies, the way they are implementing the laws. It was the very first thing I experienced in this country.
So, now we see that there are things changing in the West regarding South Asian people. Do you find things changing?
Uh, when you say things changing, can you please categorize it? Like what type of uh, aspects you want to look into it?
Perspective of native people of UK regarding South Asian countries. Like they were our colonizer. We were the countries which was or colonized by India and Pakistan. Indian subcontinent both colonized by the United Kingdom. So in the beginning, there was a kind of superior feeling among the native people of UK. Is the same now, or things have changed?
No, no, things have changed. I don't see. Uh, if we say like racism is everywhere in our countries as well. But in a general, the whole society is not like that. People are welcoming here. I don't know about the suburbs or the other parts of UK, but in London, it's a very diverse city and very multicultural city. If you are living in a society and there are 200 houses, most probably 70 to 80 houses belongs to those people who were not native of this country. So just because of that, we don't find such a hard time here. Even the native Britons, they are quite friendly.
So you are a Pakistani, tell me your first encounter with an Indian in UK. Because
Uh,
it is believed that Indian and Pakistani live peacefully in UK. What do you think? Do they celebrate festival together?
if I say that my one of my best friends are from India, it won't be a lie. When we are in Pakistan and India, I don't know, there's a different mindset and there's a different approach. But to be honest, here when we are living together, we are struggling together. Uh, so we just try to find those people who have common interests, like similar type of food we can have, biryani and kadai, the similar type of movies we watch, the similar type of music we listen. So in last 2.5 year, I made lot of friends from India, and we know that our countries are having hard time back there, so we don't discuss political things here. Just because we just don't want to spoil this relationship. But if you say like whenever you meet an Indian, you realize that they are just like us, living patterns, living things. Yeah, there are basic differences, but if you compare with an Arabian, with an Australian, or with an African or some other regions of the world, our region have quite similar values. So you get mix and amalgamate with Indians, with Bengalis, with Nepalis very quickly.
Umair, have you met Kaisra Sheraz, ma'am? She's a British Pakistani author. She's from Lahore and she lives in UK. You should meet her. And she came to meet me in my city, Allahabad. And even she was a guest in Nirja ma'am's college. And Nirja ma'am has invited her in her home also for Punjabi cuisine, like makke di roti and sarson ka
Makai di
saag.
ro-
So she lives in
Makai di
UK.
roti, Makai
हाँ
di
you,
roti.
हाँ
Please
you,
connect
you should
with
meet her.
me. Please connect me
Kasra
with her.
Sheraz, ma'am.
I would definitely love to meet her.
Okay, I'll send you her detail. So now my question is, with Sadiq Khan winning election as mayor of London and Rishi Sunak as PM of UK, don't you think there are more prospect of South Asia in the field of politics in UK?
Uh, it does impact definitely, but I think that if even if it is Sadiq Khan or Rishi Sunak, they are more loyal towards the British government, and they should be, because they are representing not only the Asian community but the whole British community. And so far, I have found that they are taking only those decisions which are in the favor of their own country, which is Britain. And yes, on the other side, if we see, so we feel like that this country is truly appreciating the talent. We, I will come back to your very first question, where you were asking that how native Britons are treating the Asians. So you can see that if Asians have made enough to become the mayor of the London city and to become the prime minister of the UK, so it means that Britons are quite welcoming.
And
If you have talent, yeah, if you have talent, you make the space.
do you think the large scale migration of people from South Asian countries, like basically from India, Pakistan to UK, is changing the demography of it? Because I think they constitute, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh now constitute to 40% of total population of United Kingdom.
I don't have figures about that, so I'm sorry about that. But I still, if I see, like, I don't think so. It will be 40%. If it is 40%, then it's a big number. If it is 40%, then it's actually a big number. Um, but I'm not getting like what you wanna ask about this question. Like, people are having our Pakistani, Indian, and Bengali community are increasing day by day or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Indian,
If you see
Pakistani,
the
and
if you
Bangladeshi.
Sheminas, if you see the global migration chart, I
Mm.
think that after pandemic, uh, people
Mm.
from Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh have uh, uh, they try to migrate in Australia, in America, in Canada, and in UK, everywhere, like ever before. So I feel like that it's not about only about UK, but it's everywhere. And there was a very strange part for me that
Mm.
um, I know a couple of my native Britons, English Britons. They were trying to migrate towards UAE. Whenever I ask them that why you want to migrate to UAE, people are coming from different countries to your region and you are going there, and they were like, we love the weather of UAE. Um, we can enjoy the facilities in UAE, which are very hard to afford in UK. So I think migration is a debate which keeps on running from last couple of centuries. Since people are in power, since people feel like they can easily move, they do.
So, how do South Asian communities in the UK balance traditional cultural values with British societal norm? Because we have a different culture and they have a different culture.
Uh, if you say like if there is any event which is a typical Asian event, for instance, Holi or Diwali, and if I talk about any religious event like Eid or Ramadan, uh, everyone is allowed everyone is allowed to celebrate it in their own way. Um, if it is Eid, London, it looks like that there is Eid today because we are having big family festivals. We are having big family gatherings here. Even we see that we witness that in Holi, Diwali, Navaratri. I didn't knew about these events, by the way, but when I became friend with my Indian fellows, they have invited me, and when I saw these gatherings, they were literally in thousands. If you talk about Pakistani gatherings or Indian gatherings or Bengali gatherings, then when they gather, they are in hundreds and thousands. So uh, might be a couple of decades ago, these things were challenge for our Desi communities. But if I see from my perspective, if we are living in Manchester or London, I'm not sure about the other parts of the UK, Scotland and Wales. Not sure about that because over there the communities are not much stronger than here. But in London and in Manchester and in Birmingham, I don't think so that we are having any sort of challenges. Even if I just walk out of my home and if I see 10 to 15 restaurants, trust me, 70%, 80% of them were halal. So these are the things which can easily. Shaminaz, are you with me? Yeah, yeah. Now you know.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
I am.
so celebrating events here is not anymore a big problem for Desi communities.
You people also use word desis, like we
Yeah.
Indian, especially North Indian.
Huh?
Now, uh, means this is a very typical term, North
Yeah.
Indian term.
Yeah.
So, what role do language?
Sorry. What?
What role do language, religion, and family structure play in what role do language, religion,
Mm-hmm.
and family structure plays in maintaining cultural identity? Means the same thing that how the new generation or people going there and living uh, are they changing or they are still firm to their cultural roots?
Uh, as far as English is concerned,
What is the role of language,
yeah, yeah.
especially language and religion,
Shaminaz,
family structure also?
as far as English is concerned,
Hmm.
you know, in Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, and even in Nepal, we understand English uh, quite easily as compared to the other languages. We don't understand Mandarin or we don't understand
Hmm.
French languages or other languages of the world. So, uh, if a person who is even thumb impression do understand language, uh, it is not that much challenging if a person goes to France or Germany. I think the language barriers exist over there, but in British society, just because we are pretty much familiar with English language, it's not that challenging. And as far as family system is concerned, It totally depends upon a house. I have seen families who are living here from three generation, and they have they hold very strong ties to their culture, to their religion. And I know those families as well who just came couple of years ago here, and they have adopted a completely British culture. They are following completely Western style. So it the culture actually depends upon the family. You cannot just uh, label it to the whole society. It all because uh, a city, a country where you are all free to practice anything you want to. Over there, you don't have such challenges to do that. You have madrasa, you have gurdwara here, you have mandir here, you have clubs here, pubs here. So it's your choice where you want to go.
So, are South Asian community using their own language in day-to-day life, like Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, Bengali?
If we are meeting in our families, there is no need of speaking the second language. But if we are doing grocery, if we are in the market, so we do speak English because this is the most uh, easily understandable language in the society. So we speak English. We prefer English when we are outside of our home, but when we are as a families, when we are interacting with each other, even if being a Pakistani, if I met with my Indian friends or Nepali friends or Bengali friends, we prefer Urdu or Hindi. It looks more natural and
So,
more connected.
what type of okay? But I think when Indian and Pakistani meet, because Urdu and Hindi are same, they mostly talk in their own native language. A mixture
I
of
don't know.
Urdu and
Shem-
Hindi.
Shamnas, there is an interesting fact.
Mm.
I think there is probably the south part of India where people don't understand Hindi. I have friends from Kerala, from that side as well. So all those people with them I speak English, but the people from Hyderabad and Delhi and Bombay, uh, over there I prefer Urdu language, and they prefer it as well. But I think there is a region in the India who don't easily understand Hindi or Urdu language. With them, we need to speak English. I think
So,
Malayalam,
what type of employment
Malayalam,
challenge?
sorry,
Malayalam. Hmm.
yeah, Malayalam.
No, no, you complete your sentence.
Uh,
Malayalam is a language of Kerala.
oh yes.
Very different. So, what type of employment challenges have South Asian immigrant have historically faced in the UK? Because
Uh,
everywhere I see, hear that Indians are very good at IT
mhm.
sector, and Indian teachers are also very famous in Middle East. So, are Indian getting good job in UK? What are their employment challenges in UK?
When you are coming from these countries who are underdeveloping or developing, and when you enter into a market which is highly competitive, uh, in Pakistan and in India, we only have to beat Pakistanis and Indians internally. But when you come into an international market, the landscape is entirely different. Uh, Here, you have to be that much competent, and you have to be that much challenging, and you have to be that much skilled to attain the job. So this is the reason people feel like that attaining job in UK is a bit challenging. As far as Indians are concerned for the IT sector, yes, we witnessed that Indians are having a very good seats in top management level, at top management level in the IT sector. Uh, but again, because India is having a huge population, so I have seen Indians working at every level. I have seen Pakistanis working at every level. So you can't label it with one nation. But usually, uh, as a part of South Asian community, uh, when I meet with people, I saw that they are struggling in finding and hunting job because this landscape is quite competitive.
How have South Asian communities contributed to the UK economy in terms of entrepreneurship, healthcare, and other fields?
I think we are the backbone. If you see the UK stats, we are contributing in all the departments in healthcare, in IT, even if you go to the basics, transportation, uh, on at the labor level, South Asian communities are really very hardworking, and there are people who look for the benefits as well. I know that there's some sort of percentage who just always look for the benefits, but in contrast to them, majority are those um, who are having who have good jobs, who have good businesses, and they are contributing rightly in the economy.
Is the government of UK making policies addressing the issue of integration and multiculturalism since they have just one, they used to have just one religion, but with the advent of South Asian community, now they have people of other religion also, like Hindus, Muslims,
I
Sikhs.
don't know. I don't know you have heard it about or not that uh, in this Ramadan, Muslims have a huge uh, population at Trafalgar Square, and they offered Eid prayer and they offered prayer in Ramadan. So there was a debate triggered in the parliament in which they were saying that uh, a lot of Muslims gather and at Trafalgar Square, and uh, they offer a prayer. But in return to that, government responded in a very beautiful way that everyone is completely free to come and celebrate uh, however they want, or whatever they want. And after just a couple of days later, we saw that a huge population of Christians, they went there and they celebrated their Easter, and it was followed by Hindus as well. So as I mentioned you, the best thing or the beauty of this society is that they allow you to do practice your religion. They don't restrict you, actually, even they facilitate you. This is the probably only country I have seen after Pakistan where police is safeguarding in safeguarding the masjid and gurdwaras. They make sure that the minorities have all rights to celebrate or to practice their
Very
religion.
good. Means that xenophobia or Islamophobia or racism are not affecting the specific group with South Asian diaspora as used to affect earlier.
I think it was in early 2000s, in the very first decade of 2000. But now, after social media and the access to social media, the people are getting very mature and they know that what is false and what is right. Uh, uh, it is very hard for media to spread any agenda against any community quickly or easily. Now people can see that uh, quickly access information about any nationality or about any religion. So there was a time when these things were pretty against a Muslim community. But to be honest, in last 2.5 year, I didn't faced any challenge so far. I don't know about the future, but so far, I haven't faced any single challenge like this.
So, what's the educational outcome of for South Asian student compared to other ethnic group in the UK
I
in
think
terms
that
of education? Do you have any idea? Uh,
I did my masters from UK, MSc, uh, and during the masters and after the masters, I saw this thing that South Asian community, when they are coming from those countries, Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, and Nepal, all that countries, when they arrive here, their only agenda is to earn from the very first day. So most of the people, they prefer to outsource their assignments. They don't study in a way the way university wants us to deliver, wants us to learn. So I feel like that just because of that, people are not adopting those skills properly. They face challenge in their jobs as well. Shaminas, are you there?
Mm. Yes, yes. I think Maham has joined from Lahore.
Yeah, my second half she has done.
How do schools and universities support or challenge diversity?
Every university have DI department, diversity, inclusivity department, and they make sure that students don't face any sort of racism at the ground. Uh, they make sure that if students are coming from these countries who are underdeveloping from the developing nations, they make sure that they can be part of the society. Uh, so, because UK is hosting international students from last couple of decades, and it's known for its education system, so at university level, these things are very mature. They know that how to how to create a platform where students from different nations and countries, not only Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, but from the European and African countries, when they are coming here, they feel like part of the family.
So, what unique challenges do South Asian women face in the UK? Is the society a little bit different than our? Means society is different than ours. So, do women all face certain challenges there?
I think that in our society, I don't know about India, but categorically mentioning Pakistani society, we try to give privileges to our females. But here you have to do everything by your own. So this is the very first challenge they face. And secondly, as I mentioned earlier, that this is a very competitive landscape in terms of job, hunting job. Uh, you face a lot of competition for one single job. There are hundreds of application. So if a lady, irrespective of gender, if a person who doesn't have that experience or who doesn't have that vision, it's very hard for him or her to get settled in this society. You need to be very vigilant in terms of laws. You need to be very vigilant in terms of professional career and attaining your education. So you need to be very extravagant, and you need to be very hyperactive in your things, categorically mentioned in the first few years.
Issues like arranged marriages, gender roles, and domestic violence addressed within diaspora community? Because see, like in we South Asian, we mostly prefer arranged marriages, but this is not the case with the UK society. So how are these issues addressed there?
Shibnet, as I mentioned, that culture and these things are completely depending upon a family. I have seen families who are living here from generation to generation, but they hold very strong tie with their religion and with their society, with their norms. But I know a couple of them who just came here a couple of years ago and they try to adopt Western. Now they are not Eastern nor Western. So it actually depends upon families and upon individuals that what practice they want to follow. I know families that who are still living here, and their sons and daughters are obediently following their parents, and they are leaving this decision to their parents that whatever you want to decide for us, we are happy with you, and they are having all those arranged marriage setup. uh, but I know those families as well, whose daughters says that we know the best thing that what we want to do and where we want to go. So this is a very open debate. This is a very open topic. You can't just label it, or you just can't summarize it on the basis of few families. So it actually depends upon a family that in which direction they want to follow. Even Shamus, I would like to add one more comment
Uh,
here. I I
hmm,
see a
hmm.
very strange thing here. There are families who are more religiously, who are more practicing as compared to Pakistan. I saw those families here as well, and I saw in
Yeah.
Pakistan who are more liberal as compared to here. So it actually depends upon a family, upon
Even
a.
I have read many things related with that, and there are people in our own country who are more westernized than people living in the Western world.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Mm.
100%.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
want.
Now I'm not generalizing, but I want to ask one question. Either you or Maham can answer this. What is the mentality of South Asian men over in UK? Do they change their patriarchal mindset after changing their location? It is not. I'm not generalizing. Umair, means mostly people, mostly men in our part of the world, whether it's India or Pakistan, they have patriarchal mindset. So,
Mhm.
do they change their Maham? Can you answer this question? Can
She
you
might.
tell what is
I don't know.
Umair's attitude?
She'll be able to respond. And I told you that she's not much talkative. But mom, if you want to comment on it, you are welcome. So I think.
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Walaikum Assalam. Maham, she's asking you that. Shamina, better you articulate your question by yourself. So you may not
Okay.
say that I am
Maham,
influencing her.
means because you have got an example with you, Umair. Tell me what is the mentality of South Asian men living in UK? Do they change their patriarchal mindset um, after they changing their location, or they are same dominating chauvinist like they are in South Asia? What is your experience?
Hello, are you there? Hello.
Her
Umair,
microphone. Her
you
microphone.
tell me your experience.
Yeah.
Having some
So
internet issue. Can you hear me?
uh,
Yes, yes,
Yes, we
yes.
can.
yeah.
Maham, you are muted. I think some
I think,
technical issue.
yeah, I think we should
Umair, till
continue.
then you can answer.
Yeah, we should continue. Uh, Shaminas, I think that dominancy and that thing remain continue because which is patriotism and being the head of a family. I think this thing remain here as well, but uh, the tendency of this get very low. uh, when you are in your homeland, you don't have to, as a couple you don't struggle together. You know that you have your own home, you know that you have your own facility. You don't have to struggle about bread and butters here. But when as a couple you are struggling in a foreign country, I'm talking about the very first generation who's coming in this country and how they treat each other. So when then your goal gets aligned with each other, and there's a point when a wife thinks that okay, what is good for our family or what is not good for our family. So I think at this stage these type of dominance, it goes very down, it get dims itself. uh, if you talk about the second generation or the third generation, I think that they adopt a lot. When you are living in London, or when you are living in New York or Melbourne, you know that economically the life is quite challenging here. So this is a thing which unites a family, the Asian families. They know that if we are working together, if we are struggling together, there is the only way that we can prosper and we can get success. So I think that thing fade the dominance part of a man.
So, next question is, how are South Asian represented in British media, films, and politics? Are they presented in a stereotype image or something?
It depends upon the topic, what topic they are going on. I saw our local news channels, our buses, and our broadcasting media um, celebrating our local events. I saw this thing, I witnessed this thing as well. And on the other side, that if there is anything at foreign policy level, then they definitely uh, follow the agenda of their government. Then then they know that what to say and at what level to say, because that is something which is advised by the government, and they follow their policies very strictly.
So, um, what what impact do public figure of South Asian community use to adapt to life in the UK? Means how South Asians personality, famous personality, are adapting themselves to the life in the UK.
I'm not getting your question.
Like, see, there is a life of a common South Asian people different, and the life of the public figures are different.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
are they completely adapted to the British culture?
If a person is representing South Asian community, they remain to their basics, because they know that if they are turning into the pure British uh, cultures, or if they are adopting the pure British culture, then they will be definitely not the part of Asian community. So just to stay connected with that South Asian community, they stick to their roots. They don't change themselves much usually.
And
And
what
you know,
about the common people?
if you say after social
What about
media,
the common people? Hmm.
after the influence of social media, uh, if I see like the local influencers, people are on TikTok and on YouTube, they remain to their basics as well. They don't try to follow the Western culture, but they prefer their own culture. Even if you see the vlogs, I have never seen a vlog of a Pakistani guy who is saying that I have tried this food which is not halal. Uh, so they just promote all those things which belongs to us. Even if I talk about the Indian people, they stick to their basics as well. They don't promote those things which are not belongs to us. So after the social media, I feel like that people understand the value of these socials and norms more than ever before. They know that this will be their unique point of selling, and this will be the thing. If because I don't think so, if a person who's an influencer and belongs to India, uh, native Britons will be following him or her, until and unless it's an exceptional area, or it's an exceptional niche.
Tariq sir has to say something. Tariq Bey,
Uh,
do you want to
the
say something?
yes, the last few sentences, something happened on the internet, and I wasn't able to hear the this. I heard some syllables, but not words.
So, sir, you you give it is being recorded. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
So, there are lots of South Asian organization in UK, whether religious or other organization. Basically, there are religious institution. How are they supporting integration of South Asian community with UK?
We are talking about the religious organizations.
Organization, institution. There are lots of religious organization or institution belonging to Hindus, Muslims. How are they integrating South Asian community with the UK? Are
Shamina's
they
number.
right winger types, or they
Yes.
are intermingling with others?
Shaminas, I feel like what I have experienced in my family and in my friend circle, the kids who are going to madrasa and these institutions, they are just trying to make them a good Muslim. Uh, they are not trying to influence them politically, because these organizations are, as far as my experience, I don't know about if there is any other, but as far as my experiences, I have seen and witnessed that these organizations try to tell the uh, basics of a religion to the kids. They do not try to pursue them or to motivate them or to influence them, um, as compared to Pakistani or Indians or their own ethnicity. They don't promote those thingy. So they are very strict on their agendas, that if we want to make learn a kid that how to offer namaz, they will be restricted to only that. So these are the organizations which are quite under a tight observation as well by the government, I feel. But they are just strict to the educational purpose only.
Okay. So, do you think that South Asian diaspora has influenced British culture also in terms of food, fashion, music? I think in South Asian foods have become very popular there. Chicken tikka masala is the most popular food, I think, in the British community also now.
um,
Mm.
my point of wonder was when I see white and black people buying chicken biryani. That was point of wonder for me.
Mm.
And yes, in terms of food, we have influenced them. Not in terms of dresses, not in terms of wearing outfits, but in terms of food, yes, we have. Because this is a thing that even uh, I belong to Pakistan, but if there is any Greek or Turkish halal food, I always try to, I always prefer to try it. So the same thing happened with the English people as well. And if there is a point they like it, they have it again and again. But on and off, we see that they do eat Indian and Pakistani food.
What about music? Music is also getting popularity,
Um,
South Asian music.
Music, yeah, South Asian music is gaining popularity as well. Uh, but again, these are the things like after Netflix, after YouTube, and after TikTok. These are the things now. You can't give a single statement on the preference of, because these are the metrics which are not publicly visible, that what people are hearing at their home or what people are listening on their mobile devices. Food, I can say that it is publicly visible, that people are going into the halal food point, and they are having biryani and tikka and all that barbecue stuff. But as compared to the music side, we can't just say that they have adopted the Asian music. But I think that they're still, the natives are still stick to their own culture in terms of music. This is my observation. I might be wrong. They'll sometimes it is just like Pakistani and Indians are listening English music, but not that much the way we are listening our own music. So it can be their second choice, but I don't think so. It will be their first choice.
How has Brexit impacted South Asian community in the UK? Brexit.
I think it
I
simply
think
opened.
it
Yeah, it
full
simply
form is
opened the
Britain
door.
exit.
Yeah, it simply opened the door for the South
Okay.
Asians. Yeah, because when
Okay.
UK did Brexit, Britain urgently needed labor and people here to live and work. So I think it impacted positively, um, as compared to the pre. What is this? No, sir, due to some health problem. Oh, sorry. So,
This
uh,
is Nuzhat from Karachi. Please
uh
answer her question.
I thought that she's asking something.
She has health issue. So she's asking what role community support play in helping new South Asian immigrant adjust in UK. Uh, she has not heard all the complete interview. So I think you have also answered some part of
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
earlier.
Nuzhat, can you please elaborate your question a bit more, because it's a big question.
I think it is the
Uh,
same question.
yeah,
Same
yeah, yeah,
question which I have asked. Like, how are the institutions, South Asian institution, helping in the
yeah,
integration?
yeah.
She
It's the
has
same
joined
one.
a little late. Uh,
Yeah, but Nuzhat, we can share the
Acha, tell
recording.
me, Umair. Uh, yeah, sure. What role does transnationalism, for example, connecting to her home countries, play today? Like you are from Pakistan, Lahore, and you are living in UK. So you belong to two culture, and you are an example of transnationalism because you travel a lot. You have been to Azerbaijan because of we both were in the organization of Azerbaijan International Multicultural Network, where I happened to meet Umair. And I think this is our first time that we have participated because we have done only written work. So, like, tell me, what is the role? What role does transnationalism, for example, you from Pakistan and then you living in UK, then you have experience of Australia, Azerbaijan, Turkey. What role does it play today?
How
Now
does my
you are a
role,
global citizen.
yeah, how does my
Hmm.
role plays in the
You are a
UK
global
society?
citizen. Hmm.
Yeah, 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 you can say that.
Transnationalism. Transnational. Hmm.
You know, when I travel first time, my first ever trip of my life out of Pakistan was to Melbourne. And then I realized after visiting different nations and different countries, I realized that people are same. What is good, it is good. What is bad, it is bad. The definition is same of evil and bad in every society. Uh, when we are living in Eastern society, we look Western society in a different perspective. But when you are a part of the Western perspective, you see like that, you feel like that we are all similar. And the skin color is, it really doesn't matter anymore. uh, the language we
Hmm.
speak, it really doesn't matter. In the end of the day, the nature of a human remains same. Either you are living in New York or you are living in San Francisco, Johannesburg, New Delhi, Lahore, the basic need of a human is same. So this thing actually helped me out to to get merged in this culture as well. uh, because there is a barrier in our thought that okay, I'm from Pakistan and these are my limits. But when you think on the other side that okay, we are all humans and we shouldn't be harmful for our society and for our neighbors and the people who are living around us, so then it helps you, it actually helps you be part of this society. So as per your question, the transcultural and being a global citizen, I this is the one wonderful thing I realized in last 1 decade, that we are all same.
Very good, very nice. So one last question from my side, then we'll open it for discussion.
Mhm.
To what extent can the South Asian diaspora in the UK be considered successfully integrated and successful also? Is the South Asian community successful there, and how are they successfully integrated in the UK society?
I believe we are already on the right track. Uh, just we need to, if we implement DEI policies more and or at organizations level, the way universities are adopting it, it can really help South Asian community to grow better in society as well. Because the more diversity and inclusivity policies you adopt, it is much more better for the global citizen to come and to play their role in this society.
Okay, thank you very much.
So
Umair, now the floor is open for discussion. If anybody wishes to ask any question from Umair, you may ask. Tariq, sir, do you want to ask any question from Umair?
Uh, First of all, I'm so happy to have met Umair Irfan, and to be all together here. Um, uh, for me, uh, there are two nations in the world, two big societies, different. One, people who care for human rights, uh, and those who don't care about human rights. We do not choose our birthplace. We do. We are told by the authorities and beloved ones, this is it, this is it, this is it. And we are used to it. And then we start seeing differences and we start questioning things. Now, that's a difficult process because some of the things we are used to may be wrong. Some of the things we think are good may turn out to be negative, etc. And contrary. Some people are locked in their traditions and habits, modes of thinking, and some more courageous people embrace conflicts and try to improve. And if we want world peace, we need more and more people like you, Umer.
Thank you.
We we need to be openness. We cannot know everything, but at least we can be careful when we accuse somebody, or we are here among the lucky minority of humanity because now we are here together. We are communicating. We have uh, had some education and our efforts, etc. And global peace, let's talk. And I am honored to be an ambassador. Um, Although I put Earth Civilization Network, which I initiated, I because these are sister synergies, I call them. And I usually do not put Turkey because I am a world citizen, consider myself, and the whole earth is my homeland. But still, for practical purposes, I just added it to, I wanted to mention these. Now, I would like to ask, uh, how about literature produced in UK by Southeast Asians? Uh, this mixed
Can
and
answer better than Umair because he belongs to the field of business.
I know, but his impression, for example, at least, I mean, you're a reader, right? I mean, uh, although you may not find much time, at least this may be a good chance to look for poets from Southeast Asia, writers, playwrights, essayists in UK, and because the more we become interdisciplinary in our lives, the better we can progress, of course. And also, I would love to see a theater play that focuses on, for example, a family from Southeast Asia in UK. With, I'm sure some people have written these things. I'm just thinking aloud. So this is also, in addition to a question, it's an invitation to do some, maybe research person as a person.
Uh, it definitely Shamina, the way Shamina said that she can answer better than me, but I would love to respond on it because after your question, I start thinking that way as well. I have never think this way, to be honest. Uh, when I hear our khutbah, when you go in the
Yeah,
masjid, when you hear khutbah in English for the very first time of my life, uh, the thick vocabulary when I hear from an imam, which was not practiced in Pakistan. Definitely, I'm hearing khutbah in Arabic most of the time. Like I've been to Saudi Arabia as well. I perform Alhamdulillah Umrah. So over there in Dubai, in Pakistan, wherever I offer a prayer, I used to hear khutbah in Arabic language. But when the very first time I hear khutbah in English language, so it was like a different experience for me. And as far as your question is concerned, I don't think so because I'm not into this literature field. I have never seen poets are coming from South Asian countries and writing and contributing in this domain. And second part of your statement is like there should be a role play, or there should be a theater on this, that how South Asian communities are coming and adjusting here. I would love to see that, and I would love to share my experience as well. If someone is writing, just ask him to take my opinion as well. Over to Shaminas, please.
Sir, may I answer this question? Tariq sir.
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
Tariq sir, the first Booker Prize winner from India, Salman Rushdie, happened to reside in United Kingdom, and he has gone name and lots of name and fame around the world for many things also, and for controversial thing also. Then from Pakistan, there are some writers like Hanif Qureshi, who is living in UK. Then my favorite, Kamila Shamshi. She is the daughter of Muniza Shamshi, and she is also living there. And she's a young writer and a very promising author. And then Umair, I told you, Kaisra Sheraz, ma'am. She also lives there. You should meet her. She organizes event like MacFest. This is also something like South Asian are doing in the with integrating people of their people and with United Kingdom. Like she organizes a conference event every year, MacFest, which is Muslim something MAC Fest. So she is also there. And then the famous writer from Bangladesh, Monica Ali, she is also is residing there. Then there are many other like Sanjeev Sahota, Gautam Malkani from India, Meera Syal, Farooq Dondi, and if we see poets, then Nikita Gill, Meena Kandaswamy, these writers are there. Then there are many other. So they are also not only contributing to the development of South Asian literature in the United Kingdom, but also they are enriching the British literature also, and they are also means showing the intermingling of South Asian community in the United Kingdom. You see, read Monica Ali Brick Lane. This is a very fine example of how South Asian community are adapting in Britain. So there are some very good writer from South Asia, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh residing in United Kingdom.
Wonderful. At this point, dear Umar Irfan, I would like to encourage you to write. Most people refrain from writing because they are perfectionists and they say, I cannot write, I'm not a writer. But I'm someone who encourages everybody to write because actually you use language very well. I mean, and you are a very elegant person. You are uh, polite, considerate. You think from a variety of angles. And if you write your memories, your thoughts, it doesn't have to be a poem, a story, or whatever. Just writing, you know, liberate yourself. Enjoy your own mental dynamism with words, okay? And you may surprise yourself. And who will read them? You will read them in 5 years,
Wow.
10 years. And then your family, your friends will read them. That is treasure. Writing enriches us. We don't, this is a humble invitation as well.
Wow. Uh, Shaminas, thank you very much to invite me for this. Literally, the way he explained me, and thank you very much for your kind words. I'm honestly thinking in a very different way now, and I will try my best after this meeting that I try to write something, whatever it is. I love the way you said liberate yourself, liberate your thoughts. I love this.
Yes. And
And it's a
allow me
prayer.
to, thank you.
To be
Allow
honest,
me
it is actually a prayer.
and allow me to say a few.
Write your experience in United Kingdom. It will be like a memoir.
Yes, yes.
A
Oh yeah.
South
And
Asian
and
your
and 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 we always write anyway. Our mind writes 24/7. Even when we sleep, when we speak, that is also literature, but we don't call it literature. Uh, and when it comes to writing, do not be a perfectionist. Do not be afraid of writing badly. Do not be afraid of writing nonsense. Enjoy the adventure. Okay?
Wow. This is the best advice of this year. Thank you. Thank you very much for advising me and giving me a new perspective to think and
Meena ma'am is Meena ma'am has written something. Meena ma'am is saying that excellent session. Meena ma'am, can you speak a few word about today's session?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone from India. Hello, am I audible?
yes, you are,
Yes.
Meena.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Excellent session. I was there throughout the session, and the insight provided by you is actually so different. When we listen to others, there is so much of learning that happens. So I have learned a lot today. New insight into foreign affairs, new insight into culture, new insight into language, new insight into way of living of the people across the globe. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'm an author and a poet and a publisher. So absolutely love the advice given here that just write. Don't think it's
You,
right, wrong, good, bad. People will like it, people will not like it. Will I like it? Will I not like it? That is also not guaranteed. How can you think of others?
Ah,
Right.
true, true that.
So,
I
yeah.
love the words of Sir Tariq that liberate your thoughts, liberate yourself. These are the amazing.
Yeah.
Meena, thank you so much for your kind words. We always learn from each other, and I always try to uh, look from a very positive canvas of my eyes to the world. So, because there are people who keep on highlighting the negative energies, but I always try to see the best part.
Yeah. Just write, and liberate your thoughts. Actually, it all has to begin for ourselves first, with
True that.
us.
True that.
Yeah. Thank you, Shaminas, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody would like to ask any question from Umair Irfan, because we are going to wind up the session. Anybody? Dr. Nirja ma'am, Gohar Pirzada sir, Joseph.
Shemina, I would just like to congratulate Dr. Umair, and I would like to congratulate you to very well conducted session. And it was very highlighting to learn about diaspora, about the South Asian countries, and of course, you have included the British, Tanzania, the Islam, and every other countries also the nations that are involved. And I mean, it's a very, very, current topic. Diaspora is a very current topic because despite of the diasporic writings and despite the diasporic people who have settled elsewhere, still one is able to ground oneself in one's own roots and culture. That is the best part. And if people respect that in other countries, that is very challenging and very good. Thank you so much for conducting this program.
can we have a
And
group?
congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you very much.
Can we have a group photo? Some of our friends, can we see them so that we can have a group photo? And Jauher is with us and other friends. Can we see you? Or I'll take a photo now.
All of you, please open your mic so that we can have a group photo. Open your camera, sorry. Open your camera so that we can have a group photo.
Great. And
So,
may I say one more thing, please? Now, we are a group of a small number of people, right? This is not bad. This is not bad because the attitude is important. The interaction is important. And there are more than 1 billion people in the world who are like us, at least 1 billion people. And these synergies can flourish. And we set good examples. Once we give a good example, people can say, because broadcast, what is usually broadcast? Bad news. But most people are good in the world, and most people are doing good things. But bad news steals the show. We should not be demoralized. We should keep our smile. Bad people want to discourage us. We refuse to be discouraged. Uh, we smile. That's part of our power.
I heard, even I read an article on it that bad news is the good news for the broadcasting channels. They sell it better.
So, with this, we come to an end with our program. I hope now nobody has any queries to ask. Thank you so much, Umair, for giving us time for this interactive session and very insightful session. And thank you, Mahams. But unfortunately, we couldn't hear your opinion, but maybe next time. And
Yeah.
hope we'll invite you in some other event, some other session also. So thank you so much. And thanks to my GPLT team, my GPLT family. And thank you
Thank
so
you all.
much, Umair. Today, our Dr. Nikki De Pina is not there, and Rosalind has left, I think. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph, for
Thank you
being
all.
helping in technical aspect.
Thank you very much. Thank
We
you.
are
Umair,
together.